James Rock Show.
You're watching the My James Rock Show.
Right, it's Dan from The Rock Show. I got two gentlemen from Crown the Empire with me. I'm going to make them introduce themselves because that's what we do.
What up? I'm Andrew Hoover.
And I've said this in pretty much every interview today, but you're in the unique position where you've already played and you have playing to look forward to as well.
Yeah.
So how was yesterday for you guys?
Oh, glorious. We're used to like mishaps, just shit going wrong. It's just to be expected. You just have to roll with the punches. But yesterday it wasn't bad. Like normally something horrible happens. Brandon will fall off the stage. The PA turns off.
You might get your T-shirt ripped off of you.
I get pantsed in front of everybody. But no, it was pretty good. It was the one indoor venue too, which is always like a plus for us because you sound better. You feel like you're more in your element. But yeah, it was great. It was fucking awesome. And then we just got shit housed. But our manager flew out and he's like, "You guys got to keep it chill today, and then afterward you can do whatever you want." And we're like, "Okay, I'm holding it together pretty well. I like to think." So.
Yeah. I want to touch on something, but just before we crack on with the rest of the interviews, you said about the inside gigs. We actually have a theory on the Rock Show that outside gigs for rock and metal, you kind of have to have them at night. Because it's a bit weird sometimes playing like heavy stuff when the sun is shining. Don't get me wrong, I love it. I love the sun.
Yeah.
But it is a bit strange because you're so used to an atmosphere inside. Which,
definitely. Darkness, intent, like even the lighting sets the mood and stuff. So like when you take that all away, it's like a little bit less magical, I was like, what's going on here?
Have you guys thought about maybe writing some sort of like really light and fluffy album for summer playing? You know what I mean?
No, that's not us. I went to Coachella and that was pretty cool.
Nice.
But those guys got it covered. No, I think we're gonna pretty much stay upset in some shape or another.
So you guys have got a single up and coming, did you say?
Yeah. It's called 2020. Super. We're mixing these things. These are this soundscape of this dark, ominous, electronic, dramatic, theatrical, and heavy all into one thing. And so to kind of revisit everything, we kind of just like tore apart all of our old music and then combine it with everything that we've learned so far. I think it's going to be, we have to play it for our own sanity at this point. The album came out 2 years ago. I was like, we need to play new songs. So we open with it now, and it's been doing really well.
And is this sort of something like what you're looking to do from now on? Because I imagine 2 years you're about to start writing a new album.
Yeah, I think it's definitely a step in the right direction of the cool vibe, because right now like metalcore is kind of in like it's this limbo state where they're waiting for somebody who is the next cool underground and then everybody chases that sound afterward. It's just happened for so long that it's just degraded into like this like metalcore thing.
Well, we know this from both the UK and America, because you have certain bands that are starting to peak the metalcore and make it a bit different, but nobody's actually come along and been the next
smashed it.
Switch,
Yeah, exactly. Something that just come through and be like, holy shit, this is the best thing ever. But you have bands like Bring Me the Horizon and stuff, but even they're scratching the surface of bridging the harsh metalcore world into like essentially pop songs, like really well written songs. So I don't know where we're gonna end up, and I know that we won't be radio, so I think it's helped us not try and chase like the radio sound, but we definitely want to do something unique still, so we're working on it. But
that's probably something for your UK fans that they may not get quite as much, because obviously we get exposed to what the American radio market's like and how big aiming to put your stuff on the radio is.
It's hard,
whereas over here we don't really have like that so much, because our heavy stations are heavy and there's no sort of rules to it. Do you find that that does sometimes affect it? Like, have you ever felt tempted to go after the radio sound? Or
we definitely, like, it's always, people always think like, oh, you just change your sound and then like then you're on the radio instantly. Like, it must be that easy when there's so much more below the surface. It's like the tip of the iceberg. There's so much shit that goes behind it. And also like the slap in the face of your fans. If you haven't been like, if you were straight metal this whole time and you come out with like a soft, like bubblegummy type of fucking album, your fans will hate you. Like they're gonna see right through that shit. They're not gonna be like, oh yeah, this makes sense. Like these guys are trying to fucking get on the radio. Like, who do you think you are? So, no, it just I've seen it. I've seen the allure, but I know that's. Well, I'll be the king of the shitty beach, over here, and I don't have to hang out with those guys at all.
Well, it's because you guys have done sort of for fairly, like, on the grand scheme of things, a fairly new band. You know, you're within 10 years.
Yeah.
But you have done concept albums within that time.
Definitely.
Do you have any idea whether this one's going to follow any sort of trend at the moment, or are you just, as you say, digging back into the previous stuff and finding what works for you guys?
I think it's, you know, it definitely feels like there's a vibe. Maybe not a concept in the sense of like a story, like a narrative, but there's definitely a sonic like encompassment of everything that we're doing, like that will, you know, fit the imagery, that will basically shape the music videos, that'll shape anything, any art and stage props and anything that will come later on. So there's definitely a theme, but not so much of like a, you know, a full-blown like story.
Well, you guys have had an interesting couple of years, shall we say. You've shored up the lineup over the time, shall we say. And from what we can tell online, from the industry itself, you guys are being viewed as actually being at the strongest point in your career. Is that the same sort of internally? Do you guys feel that you're at that point yourselves now where you know who you are, you know what you're looking to do, and as you said, you'd rather be king of the shit beach rather than over radio?
Definitely. You know, self-awareness just came, like, we were 16 when we started, and the people that have been a part of this were the same. We were all in the same garage, you know. We were the same people that started this, and any other extremity was like a, you know, a plus, you know. It was like a reinforcing thing, but, you know, having drastic changes like that, everybody's kind of had to pick up, you know. We find you hit like a glass ceiling when you're only around people at your level, you know. So we knew we could only push each other so far before, you know, when this shit happened, it was like, okay, now we have. Everybody has to pick up, like, maybe he's like, maybe I can sing and play more, and maybe Tree can scream some stuff, and maybe I can push myself as a singer to do more, and it's worked out. And so we're like, oh, maybe we weren't as bad, or maybe we relied on too many things. Like, what else can we do that we didn't think we could do before? And so that's kind of the mindset that we're in. But yeah, we're definitely strong. I'm definitely like, I feel like an adult man now, you know. I'm not like a lost, like, identity crisis all the time.
Well, that's the thing that a lot of people don't realise, because obviously if you make it young, people think, oh, it's just hand you a dream, it's fine. But there's a lot that actually goes into it, which I think bands are now actually writing a bit more about and doing that. Would you say that, you know, it's been a more positive than negative experience overall, or is it a bit more balanced where there's been a lot of sort of finding out about yourself through the negativity?
I think it's so emo of me to say, but our band is emo, so I don't give a shit. It's like life is suffering, but if things were easy, then you wouldn't have to change, you wouldn't have to progress, you would just stay and do the same routine as always, and that's not the point, you know. And so, yeah, it's been real. We've had some real shitty low points. We've had, you know, moments where you're like, holy shit, can we do this? Like, are we even capable? But obviously, there's only one way to find out. That's to fucking do it. So far, so good. I mean, things like, we're here, we're out here. So,
and you guys have been here regularly as well, otherwise we wouldn't have been able to speak to you as often as we have.
Definitely, we're still out here, so.
Alrighty, so just like, how long is left before you guys sort of go in for the writing? Do you have much touring left, or are you right at the end of it?
I think, we had lots of touring this year, but we definitely have sectioned out, like, big spaces to get a lot done. Like, this was the most productive we were. We only had, 2 months almost, 1 month at the studio proper, and just cranked out half the albums done.
Really?
Yeah, real easy. Yeah, you know, processes change all the time, and like when we know what we want, and when we have an idea, and where everybody's equally is like in the pocket of motivation and like rolling out ideas, then it's like it's a fucking machine. It's just we're just cranking this shit out. But yeah, we're in the thick of it right now, and we still have Warped Tour, the last one in the U.S. And we just announced a fall headliner. A fall headliner, UK, Europe, in September, November.
Do you know who you're taking out on that one?
Volumes, which is gonna be crazy.
Weren't they the ones that you came across with Set It Off as well?
That was Danger Kids. Danger Kids. Was it an English band? Was it an English? No, but we haven't come across with them before. But we're sharing a bus with them, and it's gonna be. Those guys are some of the craziest partiers I've ever met. And we talk about partying all the time, but they like go hard. So that'll be interesting.
I was going to say, because I remember that Danger Kids gig that I came to, and they had people on stage with people crowd surfing the ones on stage. So you guys have got to smash the party. You know? You've got to get like a 2-tier stage with people like on top of each other.
Yeah, I'm going to be jousting on top of another person's back. That would be...
If that doesn't happen, I'm going to be super disappointed.
That's the move. No, it's happening now.
Alrighty, well, thank you so much as always for taking a
Dude,
couple
absolutely.
minutes, guys.
Thank you, man.
It's been brilliant. Cheers.
Absolutely. Thank you, dude.
From the Mike James Rock Show.
All right, thank you for watching my interview with Crown the Empire. They were lovely. And if you liked it, hit the like, the subscribe, and the notification bell. I think I'm doing this the right way, but then you keep up with everything that we do. Thank you very much.
Welcome to the Mike James Rock Show. You're watching the Mike James Rock Show.